That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee from the home court of the Bucks. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And there's Kawhi Leonard. That's Marc Gasol. And EZCAP in at the 4 spot. Steve, you know, I remember the night you made 7 3-pointers in 1 quarter. 7 of them in 12 minutes. We're going to see a lot more of that, I think, here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, now teams are shooting 15, 23s a quarter, and guys are getting up so many attempts. I think you're going to start to see some guys, especially the Steph Currys and Klay Thompsons of the world, that make 10 or 11 in the 3 once they get extremely hot.
Can you imagine if you played right now and you had the green light from beginning to end?
And I'll probably be a center right now, too, Kevin.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
Now here's Leonard. To halt the run, and it's good on the way in.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workmanlike approach.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Well, Kevin, he talked about his team's defensive mindset. He said they have to be willing to sacrifice a little room in the paint if it means they stay tight on their outside shooters. He said it's no secret those guys attack from long range, and that's what we've got to stop. We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. And the first one at the line is good. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
This Toronto offense have been going through a transition the last few years. The team used to take a lot of mid-range shots and run a lot of ISOs. They switched to more of a ball movement-oriented style, and it paid off.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Pass to Middleton. Lopez outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Along with the Raptors' decrease in isolations, the amount of 3s jumped up as well.
So true. 38% of shots last year were 3s. Raptors took the 3rd most 3s in the league last season. We'll see if that trend continues this season, but there has clearly been a shift in how they want to play.
Here's Leonard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Bledsoe passes to Mirotic. And Lopez has it in the corner. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Back to Lopez. From deep 3-point range. And again, the Bucks miss.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Here's Middleton. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Leonard on the wing, covered by Mirotic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Mirotic. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Van Vliet gets to Leonard. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And Toronto making a change here. McCaw's checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Here's McCaw. Kicks it to Powell. Two on the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one is no good. Outside Hill. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in.
And how about George Hill? My goodness, shaking the defense loose.
Here Gasol. No good with the layup.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day. So.
And let's listen to Pascal when everyone is working hard about the work ethic of his teammates.
And the culture. Kevin, winning team all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
About the work ethic of his teammates. And so far, after one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you?
So far, they've been actively scoring the basketball. Built up a little lead here. Winning team and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
We've got Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. The shot by Powell, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Gasol's shot is good.
Timeout.
Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Coleman's and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entered to this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Middleton subbed in for Tony Snell. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. Passes it to Ilyasova. Now Middleton, guarded by Green. Lowry against Hill. Over Green. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Raptors trail by 9. Lowry passes to Siakam. No problem on the jumper in close.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hill finds Lopez. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Now running, there comes Lowry pushing the ball up. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Hill working it over. Pass to Middleton. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game. Mirotic is checking for the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Pat Connaughton. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Raptors. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. Now here's Middleton. He's tightly guarded. Mirotic's shot is off.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot. You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Chalk up to there. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside Mirotic. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 6 points. And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
Now here's Bledsoe. He kicks it to Lopez. The shot that time, not on target. Ibaka with some nice D. Green against Hill. The drive by Green. Over to the left wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Antetokounmpo checked in for George Hill. Then for the Raptors, Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Danny Green. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lowry against Bledsoe. Here's Middleton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's VanVleet, defended by Middleton. And Lowry has it in the corner. Back to Siakam. Here's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top, up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounded, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. They had the pieces in place for a nice stretch to open it up and went on a 7-0 run to start. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game can come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Raptors trail by 5. So for Toronto right now, Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guards ended. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's EZCAP at the power forward.
Lowry is just a ball of muscle out there. He has no problem taking a hit like that and still finishing.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Gasol with the steal. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And Mirotic kicks to Lopez. To the inside, Leonard with the steal. To the middle, Siakam passes to Leonard. Shoots from 12, and that's good for 2. Leonard's got 10.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does, and the results speak for themselves.
Green, that falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Just how they drew it up, coming out of the half. 3 straight from the field.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. Mirotic into the lane. Here's Lopez. Lays up off the glass. Lopez has got his first basket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Green. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Mirotic. And George Hill's subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Raptors also with a sub. Ibaka's checked in. Now here's Bledsoe. The pass to Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Trying his luck deep. Green with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Lowry. Green against Hill. Green finds Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
Marc Gasol probably never won any dunk contest, but he can still put you on a poster.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo over Ibaka, and the Buck miss again. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Down low. Lowry with the ball. For the lead. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. That one drops for him. And it's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head, this is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Bledsoe against Lowry. Kicks to Ibaka. 4 on the clock. Gasol dishes to Green. Here's Ibaka, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point chance for him.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bucks.
1 shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And so Lowry will bring up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Lowry with the ball, now guarded by Bledsoe. Lowry looking around, passes it to Gasol. Over Bledsoe. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 6 points.
Finding an opportunity inside. It's a good read by Marc Gasol. He's one of our high IQ players that we have.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam is checked in for Marc Gasol.
1 shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Leonard against Mirotic. Unloads from 13. Off the left rim and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Bucks making a change here. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Over in the corner, Green. Offline with his 3. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with George Hill. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 side. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Not often you see him take that shot. Antetokounmpo got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Here's Siakam. Over Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Raptors trail by 13. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Lowry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kyle Lowry, the Villanova alum, does everything you want from a point guard. Very complete player on both ends of the floor.
Well, with Lowry, as you said, Steve, he gives you a little bit of everything.
One of the best rebounding point guards in the league. Doesn't rack huge assist numbers, but a very intelligent passer. Good assist to turnover numbers, smart with the basketball.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. And the Raptors call time here. Steve, we're seeing a lot of big contracts that include a no-trade clause. Just how much peace of mind does that give a player to know that clause is in that contract?
Kevin, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a no-trade clause on a lot of my teams. Some of those teams I got traded from, I didn't want to go. And I think it does, like you said, give these players a peace of mind to understand they are in control of their destiny. And then you can see sometimes it gets a little ugly when the organization wants to trade those players, but they can't.
Well, it basically handcuffs an organization. They can't make the moves like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony. They were tied up a lot of the times because he would say, no, I don't want to go to that particular team.
Yeah, and the Knicks, they only can fault themselves. They gave him the no-trade clause.
Right. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
And not much the defender can do there. Ibaka with that high release point.
Bucks leading by 12. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mirotic. Leonard with the steal. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Leonard.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and Lopez throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. A 12-point game. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Hill finds Antetokounmpo. Shoots a fader. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Now, here's Lowry. Clock at 6. Tries from the top of the key, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Antetokounmpo.
Nice dime to open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Gasol's checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Milwaukee.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Now here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard able to get his shot to go. 5 to shoot. Good on shot. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Now here's Leonard, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution on the court.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Raptors miss again. And it's the Bucks ball. Connaughton kicks to Bledsoe. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Eric Bledsoe. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet looking around. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.